drop. The mic 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 drop.
Yo, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Big Mike, man. We back in the building. Welcome to another episode of the Big Mike Drop. Yo, we got a action-packed show tonight, man. We got a special guest tonight. It's my man Coolicc. I can't pronounce the name. It's Ledo Oeste Fria Lamont. How'd I do?
Good. How you doing there?
I'm good, man. Good to have you back, man.
Mic drop.
Yes, indeed. I'm looking forward to this right here.
Heck yeah, man. It's been a minute, man. We had to get back on this heat, though. We got a lot going on, guys. Nolan Wells case heating up. Lawsuits being filed against content creators, man. We got a lot to talk about tonight, man. What's been up with you?
Man, just doing what I do out here and, ride the coattails of a white rabbit.
Yeah, I feel you on that. How's the weather out that way?
Absolutely amazing.
Wish I could say the same, but it's not. It's Georgia, man. If you don't like the weather, just stay a day. You know, that's what they say, right?
Okay.
But yeah, man, we're going to jump right in, man, with both feet, man, because I wanted to get you on here because I know that you're a professional audio engineer. You
Yes.
have a degree in that. So go over your credentials with the folks before we kind of jump into it.
Well, for one, I do have a master's degree in audio technology, and also I have a degree in recording, more so for studio work and post-production. So on either end of those sections, I know what's going on, I know what to do. And in terms of this audio with Nolan Wells, I believe the original audio has also been tampered with too because of the panning and because of the placement within the audio. And that's just my opinion. I'm not saying that's official, but listening to it, it sounds like the original version of the audio has been altered.
The original audio has been altered.
Yes, in my opinion, yes.
Okay, what indicators of the original audio being and we're going to listen to it as well because we have the original audio. I'm not going to play the enhanced version that Jeanette Brantley did because, as you know, she's going to probably be sued. That doesn't really mean a lot to me. Not really, you could sue a ham sandwich. That's what the lawyers say. Am I wrong?
Right.
Yeah, so you could sue anybody. That doesn't necessarily mean anything is going to happen because you sued them. So,
Right.
Good luck to that sister in this case. If she gets sued, I still think she did good work. And she did say she did not use AI. Now, were you able to play with the sample a little bit, the original audio?
Yes, and there's also plugins you have, or not say you have, but we have that you can see where the particular voice is placed. So you can see if it's panned to the left, to the center, to the right. In terms of surround sound, there's plugins for that too. But just listening to it without the plugins, you can tell the audio has been panned differently. You can hear his voice there. You can hear the ambulance or the operator voice panned to the left. That's not how these emergency call sound originally. So somebody has gone in there, messed with it, and you can hear the volume within the girl and the boy. You can hear the volume going up and down when they're saying certain things. So that's why that lady that's also out engineer, this is what she was bringing up. So it's definitely, in my opinion, been altered.
Okay. Now, did you listen to the one that? Did you listen to the background?
Yes, I
Did
did.
it say similar? Did you listen to her version of it?
No, not her version, no.
Okay. I don't want to play it because, like I said, they handing out lawsuits, and I definitely can't get sued. This is the mic drop, man. We ain't got no money yet. You know what I'm saying? We doing this strictly for the love. So if anybody's feeling generous and wants to support the show, then hit me up. Now I'll let you know how you can do that. But right now we're not monetized. We're just here to get the truth out for Nolan Wells, and also to protect these people that are kind of being tossed in the way of this huge machine that's getting ready to start up. I don't think people understand the level of this machine that's getting ready to start up, and we're gonna see it. We're gonna see it, face to face. And I think a lot of people aren't ready to deal with that. They're not ready to see what they know has been going on for the longest. So let's jump right into the audio. Let's just jump into the original audio. Let the people hear the original audio in its entirety. It's a little bit hard to listen to. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's drunk white kids. Drunk white kids with southern draws and shit. You know what I'm saying? So it sounds like Barney Fife on them. So or Gomer Powell, that's the one. It sounds like Gomer Powell talking on the phone. But yeah. So let's get to it, man. Let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got here. Go to YouTube. Yo, subscribe to the channel, guys. Go to YouTube and subscribe to the Big Mic Drop, man. We're trying to get this thing up. Also, hit the like button, hit the share button, man. I'm in here with my man Westside. So, yeah, hey, look, he got the voice disguiser on because he does not want to get sued by these animals. Shit. But I appreciate you for giving us your honest opinion on this.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Give me 1 second here. All these Officer Tatum videos. What do you think about him? Are you familiar with him?
Officer Tatum is an embarrassment. I hate to see he's a Texan too. He's an embarrassment. He's a boom June. I saw a little bit of this segment with him and Nancy Grace. Even her idiotic Karen self is making him look dumb. Officer Tatum is what Yakub made to make sure white people always expose themselves. So now that, like you said the other day, Mike, now that he's on these, these programs with like Nancy, whatever her name is, Nancy Gray and all this kind of stuff like that, they have to force themselves to make sure they don't look as dumb as him. So he's really a reminder of what things should not be. So he's just another cool boom June. That's all.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is released from WLOX, which is the Biloxi news station. So this is what's being played officially.
Yeah.
This is what's being played officially. So let's get into the share screen. Let's get into my watch history and let's pull this up here. All right. I'm gonna pause it. Can you hear it?
Not yet.
Not yet. Hold on 1 sec. Damn. Damn it, YouTube. All right, let's go. All right, yep. So here we go. Everybody see it?
I can see it.
Let's make it a little bit bigger now. Yeah, there we go. So it's nothing spectacular on the thumbnail. So this is WLOX News. MDMR release. This is what they released. So MDMR is, I believe, the Mississippi Department. Man, we got Tommy B in the building, man. Tommy B.
Man,
Man, what's happening? What's happening?
So what's up?
what's up? How you doing there? Much respect to you.
Yes, sir.
Chill.
Yes, sir, man. Got the team back in the building tonight, man. How's it going, Tommy?
I can't call it, man.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you joined us. We're getting ready to jump into this. I was about to say Carmelo Anthony. Yeah. We're about to jump into this Nolan Wells CTO call, this dispatch call that was for those who don't know, there was an emergency call made by the other guys, Wyatt, Warren, and the friend group, basically the CTO, and they were saying that their boat was taking on water. Their boat was sinking, is what the call says. The boat was sinking. And just tell me what sticks out in this call to you guys. And we'll go and stop. I don't want to play it all the way through 8 minutes. It's kind of, and you'll start hearing things. So the problem right now is, in the controversy, I should say, right now is that there was a young lady named Jeanette Brantley, and she's an audio engineer. So what she did was took this original call, apparently, supposedly, allegedly, the original call. She took that call and she enhanced the background audio, and it was saying some things that make some people look guilty. Those some people were then exposed further by other social media content creators, and somehow address was leaked, and apparently there's been some kind of death threat, a credible death threat, and now, you know, these people are going to be sued. I think the death threat shit is capped, personally. I mean, because you can get somebody to send you a death threat. You can get your homeboy to send you a death threat from a different number. You know what I'm saying? If you're trying to like really make it look a certain way. So I don't know if I necessarily believe the death threat, just like I didn't believe the death threat to the judge and all of those folks. Because first of all, black folks don't make death threats to judges. We not doing no shit like that in Mississippi. Yeah, come on, I doubt it. Even across state lines makes it even worse.
In America, we don't play with the feds. We don't play with them 4 letters.
Nah, we ain't fooling with that. So, and then they were talking about, you know, sending the things that you detonate. I'm like, that definitely ain't nobody black, man. We don't do no shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But let's jump into this call, man. Jeanette Brantley, like I said, she is being threatened right now. Her life is being threatened, as well as being threatened with the lawsuit. So, you know, let's look out for these sisters, man. So I can't say what she did was true or not. I can't play it for you guys to hear, but we've heard it, and let's just see what the professional says. Let's go. Can y'all hear that?
Yeah.
All right. Pay particular close attention to the beginning of it, because they're saying that basically it starts recording before they pick up the phone. That's how the CTO system works. So while they're waiting to get through, the system is already recording the call.
Right.
So let me.
Oh, so that's what the music is.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's what the music is. Yeah, that's the hold music, and you can hear this stuff in the background.
Oh, that's
So
good.
this is the hell yeah. Don't be talking on the damn shit. Don't be talking in the background, dude, when you calling these places, because a lot of these systems record while the phone is still ringing. Yeah.
Connect you. detail assistant, Vicky.
So I was able to make out, oh my God. That was like visible, you know, I could hear that. That was audible. I didn't have to do any kind of enhancement to hear somebody say, oh my God. But if you're in a boat that's sinking, oh my God isn't out of the realm of possibility of things to say. So
Right.
Speaking, how can I help you?
Hey, we're at the west tip of Horn, and our bilge pump stopped working. We're sinking. Can y'all please come? We have a membership.
yo, I hear that shit. I got on my headphones.
Yeah.
So yeah, he is panned all the way to the right.
Right.
All right, of course. How far is the water coming up?
He's panned to the right. The operator is panning it to the left. That's crazy.
Sir, can you give me a description? Ankles?
What'd
Hello?
you say? Hey,
Yes, how far is the water coming up, sir?
it's coming up. We're just sinking. I don't know. Like we're going down now.
All right, well, let's get you going. Membership number or phone number listed on the account, sir.
I don't know the phone number. It's either. I think it's. Try that.
All right.
I know we have a membership, like guaranteed.
And that was the granddad, and his name is Atkinson, if I'm not mistaken. Ackerson or Atkinson.
Okay.
That has the membership.
I don't
All
have the
right,
tag
unless
on
you
here.
have a
It got ripped
membership
off.
number or anything, it's okay. I'll get you over to the captain. What's the best phone number to reach you at?
Reach me at
All right, and is everybody on board in good health otherwise?
Yeah, everybody's
How
on
many?
board.
All right, do you need the United States Coast Guard?
What?
Do you need the United States Coast Guard?
No, we do not need that.
Okay. That was the first thing that struck me as just weird about the whole conversation.
Right.
Because if I'm in 30 feet of water and my boat is sinking, I want whoever the fuck gonna come first. Coast Guard, sea tow. I don't know what good a tow would do on a sinking boat.
Right.
But so I'd probably be wanting the Coast Guard to come. But this whole set of circumstances is strange to me because I don't know why you would take a sinking boat and go in the middle of the water when you're on an island. You're anchored on an island. I would probably just figure out a way to ground the boat or have the boat in as shallow a water as possible and then call for the tow. I wouldn't take off down the damn, through the channel.
I'm wondering if it was sinking or if it was just taking on water. And I think that's because I think that's the major part when she was asking, is it ankle high, how deep, and he never really answered. I don't like because for the general public, if you hear the boat is sinking, you thinking it's the Titanic is going underwater, but
right.
It's been a little more dramatic.
Also to add on about the panning, because I was doing some research on this. It says emergency call voices are often panned to the left because a mono auto recording is mapped to the left channel of a stereo track. A hardware connection uses a single TRS-TS mismatch or editing software defaults unassigned signal channels to the left side. So, yes, it can be rendered like that, but the person that's presenting this audio is going to make sure the voices are in the center, meaning it's going to be panned in the middle. So why it's left like that is questionable too. Even with this verdict, it's saying it being rendered in the stereo version, you still would pan stuff in the middle. So it would not be, pan left for the operator, pan right for the guy, the cracker on the call there. So, again, to me, this has been altered originally also.
Okay. Look, you're the one with the trained ear. I don't know. And I didn't want to talk about this until I got you. And Ben Crump said that he had the audio as well. I didn't figure it was going to be from a bad source, being that it was the Mississippi Department of Marine Resources that released it. But I trust you.
All right. Do you have your current GPS coordinates?
Let me go look.
If not, I can send you a text message.
North, are you ready?
Yes, sir, I'm available.
North 30 degrees by 4672.
All right, 4672. All right, and you were breaking up a little bit. Can you just repeat it one more time to make sure I have it correct?
Sorry, look.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, what?
So you're breaking up. If you need a
First of all, that dude drunk as hell. Hey, that one get drunk as fuck. Huh? What? We're just thinking. I don't know. Fuck. I don't know.
The mic drop.
Drunk or high.
Yeah, no.
assistance, do you have a VHF radio?
No, we do not have the VHF radio.
All right, well, let's try to get you going because you don't have good cell phone reception. Can you verify your coordinates one more time?
Okay, my coordinates are 30 degrees by 14.684 north, and then west by 88 degrees by 46.79.
Right, looks like you're on Horn Island, correct? Are you
Yes,
on
we are
Horn
at Horn
Island?
Island. Yes.
All right, is the boat sinking or you have it aground?
We were sinking, yes.
All right. So the coordinates that he gave her weren't the right coordinates because those coordinates led right to the island. That's why she asked, was the boat aground?
Right.
So, and like I said, these other people started enhancing the background vocals. You can't really hear what's going on in the background on this version. And I've heard the other versions, and those were clearly manipulated. People told you they manipulated them.
Right.
But the Jeanette Brantley lady said that she did not use AI to manipulate it. She just did what, you know, the went through the process that we talked about yesterday.
Right.
And you said that it's very doable to raise those background vocals, bring those to the front. Now,
Yes.
Ben Crump said today that he's going to have his audio engineers take a look at it and listen to it, and they're going to get into it and enhance it. Now, what happens if it says the same thing that hers said? That's where the problem begins.
Right.
So I'm interested to see what his audio engineers are going to, you know, uncover when they get into it, when they start digging into it.
Right.
But so far, it's just been two things to me that just stand out as weird. And that's if you're on a sinking boat, I want the Coast Guard involved immediately, unless you're drunk as hell or got something on the boat that you shouldn't have on the boat. I know that's going on. So y'all can sue me for that shit. But I know them little bastards were drunk. Everybody at the island was drunk. So
Is it aground is the question?
No, we're not aground. We are in
Okay.
17 foot of water. We're in 31 foot of water.
All right, have to ask. What do you want to do? Do you want to be towed back?
I want to get this boat unsank and towed back, yes.
All right, where would you like it towed to, sir?
You can tow it to Ocean Springs Harbor or Fort Bayou Lawn.
All right, how many adults and children on board?
No, there's no children.
So is there anybody on board? How many adults, sir? That was the question. Hello, can you hear me?
Gotta jump in and pull the plug while you're going.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Yep, I just need you to
this
answer
point
these
also,
questions.
all right.
to furthermore this panning, when this kind of audio is presented in court, it needs to be centered too, because you're going to have people in the courtroom or wherever they have this audio presented that's going to be in the left far right, or if that makes sense, I'm saying when I say left, far right, or the center or the top. So if stuff is panned to the left and right all over the place, people are not going to have a proper listening experience too. And if you look at your meters on your interface or wherever you can see your digital meters, you'll notice that it is coming in at the same time. It's the same height. If it was truly stereo, one side would be down a little bit, one side would be up. So why they pan this stuff to the left and right, whatever, is very questionable. If this is presented in the courtroom, it's going to be all over the place. It's not going to. Everybody's not going to have the proper listening experience to have a fair judgment here.
Right. Let's they pull in some Sir Vegas and give you that left side, right side experience.
Right.
Or make you wear earphones. You know what I'm saying? No,
Right.
that's dead serious, and that's a good observation, because most people that don't know sound don't know that. They don't deal with that. So, yeah, that's a very good observation.
Because I'm sorry, I didn't cut you off. But for example, when you go to the movie theater, the dialogue is panned dead in the center. If the dialogue was panned way to the left and you're in the right side of the theater, you're not going to enjoy it. Trust me. So the speech and the vocal has to be panned dead center so everybody can have an even experience.
Right. Yeah, I went to the movies the other day, man. I checked out that Odyssey. Y'all seen that shit yet?
No, how was it?
Man, that shit dope. That shit super dope. Yeah, you need to go. You need to definitely go.
Yeah.
I might go again this weekend. I don't know.
Okay.
So let's keep going. So far, for those who are just joining us, we're almost to the middle of the call. So far, this young kid, I think this is the Wyatt kid. He made the call to CETO. He's let them know that they're in 17 feet of water. He's given them the wrong coordinates. He said the boat is sinking, but yet he wants a tow. He does not want the Coast Guard. So this is where we are so far. Is that fair, guys?
Yeah.
All right.
So I can get you over to the captain.
Okay.
How many
what's
adults
going
on board?
There are 0 adults on board.
So
There's nobody-
he's already said there's 0 children on board and 0 adults on board. So she gets kind of slick with him at this part.
On board the boat?
No. Nobody
right.
here is over the age of 21.
Sir, that was not the question. Is there a person? Is there a person, a living individual on the boat?
Probably should have asked, was there a dead individual on the boat? But that was interesting exchange to me right there, because he said nobody on the boat's over 21. But the age of being an adult is 18. The drinking age is 21. So I thought that was interesting that he said the word 21. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't see himself as an adult, or whatever he was doing, he didn't see himself old enough to be doing that. Little psychology.
Hello?
Is there a living person, someone breathing on the boat? Is there anybody on the boat?
Yes, there's lots of people breathing on the boat.
All right. How many people, sir?
Like 7.
All right. Thank you. Does everyone have life jackets on or available to them?
Yes, we have life jackets available.
All right. Verify what boat's sinking.
A Triton, 22-foot offshore 22.
We have life jackets available. So you're on this sinking boat and everybody doesn't have a life jacket on?
I think you're way out of line talking to me like that.
I'm hitting too many buttons. Sorry. But everybody doesn't have a life jacket on.
Right.
This is where it starts getting weird to me.
22-foot Triton offshore sea flight hull.
All right. All right. Please hold. I'm transferring you to the local captain now.
Okay, thank you.
All right. So she gets on with him, and then she gets on with the captain. Now it takes a weird turn from here. Let's go.
Hi, Captain Seth. This is Vicky from International. How you doing today?
Doing good. How are you?
Good, good. I apologize ahead of time. I really do. You're going to have a fee for service come up under.
Okay.
It sounds like a bunch of kids on board on Horn Island. he's letting me know that his father's a member, but he can't give me any information. And he's saying the boat is sinking, and he's on Horn Island. It's just unfortunate. He's just a kid. There's a lot going on. So
Right.
he said there's about a lot of people on board.
You see how they cover for each other? Oh, he's just a kid. It's just a lot going on. He's just a kid. That boy drunk as hell.
Right.
You could tell he drunk.
I mean,
He said,
the kid adult thing told you that.
You say what?
The kid adult thing told you that. Did she have to specifically say, is it teenagers? Like, what the fuck?
Right. Exactly. He's not comprehending everything that's going on in the right way. He's comprehending through an inebriated mind. And unfortunately, we won't know that because I don't think they got any kind of blood alcohol content on these guys after the disappearance, which is part of the reason we're here where we are now, because we don't feel like this thing has been handled the way that it would be handled. We know how the police get down. We know how y'all motherfuckers can handle investigations and shit. We know how y'all can do. Y'all can get answers. Now y'all acting like the damn Keystone cops. And that's suspicious to us. We already don't trust you. And this is to the white folks. They call us moon crickets. I'm going to say sun spiders. It's for you sun spiders. We don't trust the police. So you think that you're gaslighting every time police shoot somebody or do something to somebody and y'all gaslight the hell out of us and we just kind of let it ride? We just let it ride. That's all it is. We just let it ride. We don't really want to go there with y'all, but we don't trust the police and we don't trust y'all. That's just the truth of the matter. That's what this whole case is about, the lack of trust between black people, white people, and police.
I'm guessing they're all under 18.
Okay.
And I'm not trying to be rude. He wants you guys to go out there and unpump the boat and then tow it in.
Do you know what kind of boat it is?
He said a Triton 24-footer, but that's all he can give me.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I just actually got off the phone with his grandpa, who I'm guessing is the owner of the boat.
All right, here we go.
And he said,
Okay.
I just hung up with him. He said that they don't need any help right now, but if something changes, he'll call me back. So I'm guessing that they may have figured it out, because that's what he said. So they're in a panic and their boat won't crank.
Yeah, they're in a panic. He's saying the bilge is not keeping up. I asked for Coast Guard. He said no, but he's just really upset on the back end. And, I get it. It's a kid. He just doesn't understand.
Coast Guard would have been free. So it's not a matter of pay. But when he says that he just got off the phone with the grandpa, who was calling the grandpa?
Right.
Or did the boy call the grandpa first?
Right.
If your boat is sinking, why would you call your grandpa first? Maybe you called to get the membership number, but then he didn't have the membership number when it was time to present the membership number. And didn't even know the grandpa's name. He acted like he didn't know his own grandpa's name. But the grandpa, he must be old as hell, maybe getting a little senile or whatnot, because there's no way that I would have, under my insurance, a boat full of drunk kids and tell them to try to make that trip. And you got other people's kids on there. That's an insurance nightmare if anything happens. So you send these kids out in the middle of this channel going, almost 10 regular miles. It's like 8.7 nautical miles, same distance. And you're going to send them through that much water, a 10-mile channel, in a boat that's taking on water and possibly sinking. That decision didn't make sense to me. So I would like to know a little bit more as to why they then canceled the tow. It was such a big emergency, but then you didn't want any help.
Yeah, I seen a chick on TikTok, and it was an interesting listen. She believed that they was lightweight talking in code during that call, and that they was signaling basically for the grandpa to slide or something like that. I gotta find out. I'll send it to you.
Yeah,
it was super interesting. I
interesting.
was like, oh, okay.
Yes, send that to me, because it's not out of the realm of possibility for people to talk in code if they know what's going on. It's just the whole thing just doesn't make any sense to me. It you can't logically put it together for me, this whole chain of events, because okay, you're on the one line with the CTO people, right? You're telling them it's an emergency, they need to send somebody and do something, but your grandpa is on the line with the captain. So your grandpa can get directly in touch with the captain and tell him y'all don't need help. So there was no communication between the grandfather and the grandson during that call. Did you hear? I didn't hear anything. He could have been texting them, but they say the phone service isn't that great out there. So I don't see how text messaging would be, possible in an emergency situation. So I don't understand why the grandpa was making a call to not go get him while he's making a call to come get us. In a nutshell.
Understand.
Oh, okay. Do you still have him on the line?
Yes, I still have.
He said that they don't need any help right now, but if something changes, he'll call me back. So I'm guessing that they may have figured it out, because that's what he said. So they're in a panic and their boat won't crank.
Yeah, they're in a panic. He's saying the bilge is not keeping up. I asked for Coast Guard. He said no, but he's just really upset on the back end. And, I get it. It's a kid. He just doesn't understand.
Oh, okay. Do you still have him on the line?
Yes, I still have him on the line. And again, I couldn't find, he couldn't give me anything regarding his grandfather's, membership. So it's just under fee for service.
Okay.
So
all right.
She just confirmed that he didn't get the membership number from his grandpa, or if he did call him and get it, he didn't remember it. Another problem.
Yeah, I just talked to. If you want to, we're so tied up right now. We can't really do any non-member jobs right now.
Is he a member? Did you find out if he was a member or not?
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's his boat or what. I'm not sure what's going on with it. But yeah, transfer the kid over. I'll talk to him, and then I'll call his grandpa back as well.
All right. And did you want me to look up membership number or anything like that to see if he's up? I know you guys are.
You can try this cell phone number.
Yes, sir.
Anything on this phone number?
All right. Yep. Yeah, he's an active member. Hold on.
What kind of boat do you have on there? Same boat?
Yeah, he's one of your members. Yep, 22-foot Triton. All right. I'll just disregard this one. I'm going to send you over an accurate one under this one, okay? He's one of your members. You'll get in a couple minutes, okay?
Okay, perfect. All right. And, yeah, just transfer this kid over whenever you get a chance.
All right, transferring him now. Thank you again, Captain.
All right.
Stay safe out there. It's crazy. Have a drink.
Oh, it's wild. All righty. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Hello? Hello? Are you there?
Okay, so obviously he hung up. They lost contact. So that's the call. That's the entire CTO call. They tried to put out one sentence of it about a week and a half ago. They tried to put out one sentence of it to kind of throw everybody off the center of the case. Oh, they did get told. They did get told. But nobody came back from their camp and corrected that they really didn't get told. That was something that we had to find out. And that's what we're talking about when we're talking about transparency. I'm not letting up off of what happened to Nolan Wells. Not on this channel. I'm going to keep talking about it and keep talking about it and keep talking about it.
Yeah, and then also, too, with the Coast Guard thing, I'm just thinking about myself at that age and back then. I would have been like, yeah, call the Coast Guard. Get those people out here. Much respect to them. We did a photo op. It'd have been cool. And then they didn't want them there, too, because it'd have been a good proper search for stuff to make sure everything's okay, make sure everything on board is in other words, everything on board should be, legal and good. So there's a reason why they didn't want them on there also. But we would want the Coast Guard there. Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah. America first, baby.
Yeah, I want the Coast Guard with me all day. Like if I'm on the boat and we're out in the middle of the water, I want the Coast Guard there. But I just think it's interesting. And, you know, the grandpa probably boats all the time, and he just got the captain on speed dial. He knows what benefits and amenities that he's paying for. You know what I'm saying? So that could possibly be it too. But as far as all that stuff in the background, I'm gonna have to say, man, I'm waiting for Benjamin Crump's people, but I'm not discounting what's been done. But I don't hear that on the original call what Nancy Grace and all of these other people have been playing. They've been playing the sensationalized version with the people, no, wake the fuck up, and do in the background. And it could be real.
Right.
This case has perhaps been the weirdest display of theatrics. I think that's the best word. This has like been total theater, man, from day one. And, you know, thank God Ben Crump is here for it. A lot of people are on Ben Crump's neck about, you know, different things, saying that, you know, it's a money grab and all of that shit. How many people know attorneys that don't go and grab that money out there? Anybody know an attorney who ain't up for a money grab? Except for maybe a prosecutor, and they operate off of they got different motivations. But most people that aren't working for the state or the feds, it's a money grab. If you work for the state or the feds or the city or whatever, then you probably just love the law. But outside of that, it's a money grab. Morgan and Morgan getting it. You know, all these folks getting it. So, yeah. But yeah, that's the call, man. So you say, and I guess to sum this up, that it needs to at least be altered. I just say this to be safe. It needs to be altered before court if it ever gets to court. I think their goal is for this never to make it to court. And right now it seems like the only thing going to court is content creators and people that are out here searching for the truth and maybe speculating. It's been some egregious lying going on out here. I've seen some crazy shit on YouTube, on Facebook. I've seen some pretty crazy assertions. I'm going to say this, though. I am interested to see if they go after these white folks that's putting out misinformation and disinformation on the other side. I would like to see Ben Crump go ahead and just scrape up a few of them Mississippi crumbs. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't got shit hardly anyway, and y'all out here talking like super duper reckless about this case. This one guy in particular, man. I despise this guy. He talks real reckless. He's a radio host in Mississippi named Clay Edwards, real redneck. But I want to talk about these people and their twisted version and views of the law, because these let me let you hear this. Let me just let you hear this. Yeah, let me remove that, and we'll share another one. Give me a second.
Yeah, I don't like them going after the mom. It's the most ridiculous thing, and for me, I don't think it's enough people talking about that. They've gone on. I don't know if she got a business, but they've gone on whatever site from where she works at and are leaving bad reviews about her.
Yeah.
And to me, I'm like, that's crazy, bro. Like, no matter what side of this shit you on, she's the victim. Like, she lost a child in this.
Yeah.
And for people that want to be looked at as being decent, not being outraged by that is crazy to me. Like, there is absolutely no reason, point blank period, that even if you don't like the fact that she brought Crump in, cool, but there is no reason that you should be going after this lady, like, at all, in any way, shape, or form. So it's crazy to me that people think it's okay for them to go after the lady that lost the son in this situation. It's insane,
bro. This Mississippi, bro.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, this the crook. They call that shit the crook.
Mm-hmm.
M-I crooked letter I, humpback eye type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, this the crook, man. But look, speaking of crooks, look at this fuck right here. Like he looked like he drunk now, but this guy's been talking crazy shit since day one because they were trying to associate Nolan Wells having a drink or even being drunk with drowning. They just wanted you to believe that he was drunk. We got a picture of him with a beer, so he drowned. So the way that they tried to cover this up, I still believe that somebody's July 4th sacrifice was made. 250th anniversary, which ain't real anyway. America's 161 years old. We'll go to school later. But yeah, so I mean, they really got out there and started feeling themselves. And, they went on ahead. Somebody did something to them. I've noticed several things as well through this investigation is that nobody has brought up the possibility that somebody else did something to them. It's like they're not following any leads, and they don't owe us an explanation or a blow-by-blow description of the investigation. But we know cops usually try to tell us shit when it comes to investigation at a public.
And my thing is, if we're gonna say he was drunk, cool, he was drunk. Why are we focused on the fact that he was drunk or high and that nobody else was?
Right.
Because they not pushing the issue that they all were. They pushing the issue that he was.
Right.
So that's what kind of got me tripping. So why y'all not presenting the facts that everybody was? Tatum alluded to it a little bit, but even with the cocaine thing, it was just Nolan was out there snorting by himself, I guess. And then another thing is like even what Nancy Grace was saying, I've been saying this kind of from the beginning. It's okay, y'all left him on the island, so he decided to just go out in the water and wander off by himself. And go drown. Nobody there was watching. Nobody there was looking at him. Nobody was paying him no attention. He specifically stayed there for the attention of a certain person. Right. And so again, if they didn't do nothing, then they didn't do nothing. But it has to be looked at this way because of how weird this is. It's weird.
Yeah, nobody's stupid and nobody's powerless anymore. And I think that's what Mississippi thinks. They're stuck in a little bubble, of this, antebellum South gone with the wind bullshit that they want to relive. And it's not that way anymore, man. We got real niggas out here that's looking. And we're not going to back down off of it. I promise you we're not. And it's a lot of eyes on this. This case has a lot of people feeling a certain type of way because they're seeing how things go or used to go. But this is one of Mississippi's finest. He looks like he's drunk right now. He's very red and flushed and, pink looking. So, but this is Clay Edwards. Breaking news coming from Officer Tatum, ABC, and TMZ. Breaking news coming from Officer Tatum, as if Officer Tatum is a journalist. He's not even a real officer, much less a journalist.
No, not even. Okay, he was an officer. What he wasn't was a detective.
Right.
Like, you were a street beat cop. You wasn't a detective.
Yeah,
and it's crazy to me. You done spent a couple of days with these dudes, and all of a sudden you just know that they're the best of the best. They were raised. It's like, bro, you spent 2 days with these cats. Right. 2 days with him, and the thing I don't like about him is I think he's subliminally sending shots to the parents, but he's masking it through Crump. So he's using Crump as his target, but he's literally shooting at the parents to be, in reality. If you look at his comments towards Crump, because he can't, just off the bat go straight at the parents. I think he's trying to shoot at the parents and just use Crump as a crutch to get through it. I'm like, bro, this is sick. Like, it's crazy.
I think anybody that shoots at Crump is shooting at the parents because that's that woman's representation. So y'all just wanted her to get a motherfucker like Mike Howard that just got Carmelo Anthony 35 years Y'all wouldn't have shit to say had she showed up with that guy. You know what I'm saying? Now she done showing up with the black Matlock.
Mm-hmm.
And we getting ready to get some motherfucking straightening out this bitch. Bottom line.
The mic drop.
Yeah. So this is Clay Edwards, and like I said, he thinks they just got the case. You know, they got the case wrapped up because he was drunk. This guy talks about race wars. He just literally just sits up and gasses white folks up in Mississippi to try to stand for something, but they don't have any moral leg to stand on. So here's Clay Edwards.
Coming from Officer Tatum, ABC, and TMZ, Nolan Wells was allegedly drunk, heavily drinking, drunk, I tell you, when he chose to stay behind on Horn Island when his friends left to get their sinking boat back to land, all in pursuit of a female, an unknown female. Like we've been saying since day one, there was going to be alcohol involved. There was going to be ass involved. And there was going to be a young man with high testosterone involved. And those three things usually get men in trouble.
How many men got in trouble at Horn Island that day like this type of trouble?
One.
The same alcohol, the same ass. All of that existed for every high testosterone, you know what the fuck I'm saying. Same thing existed for every dude out there. So why did this guy make a series of dumbass decisions? Let them tell it. Obviously he was a pretty ignorant little dude. It's a wonder he made it that long. Let them tell it. You see what I'm saying? Like, if I'm gonna stay on the island, I'm gonna keep my phone, especially if I'm talking to a chick that I just met out at the island, because I'm gonna need to get that number. You don't have to have service to put somebody's number in your phone. So yeah, I'm gonna need to snag that number. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna need, not for her to have my number, I'm gonna need her number. I'm gonna need control over that situation. So the first thing I'm gonna get is my phone. Second thing I'm gonna get is my car keys, especially if you're leaving on a sinking boat, because car keys cost about $300 or $400 to replace if you have a key fob. I don't know what kind of car he had, but if he had any kind of newer model car keys are like $300 or $400 now to replace. So you're gonna want to hold on to that. I'm sure he has some kind of bag with a towel, with a shirt, with some shoes. He could have put the phone in the bag, put the bag on the beach, and decided to stay on the beach. Cool. But nobody's going to say, take off with my phone and my damn car keys in a sinking boat and leave me on the island with this bad bitch, and I ain't going to get her number. It doesn't make any sense.
It's just facts. We don't think with this head. We think with this one. I'm 49. I still think with that one as much as it will allow me to. Let's read the story from Officer Tatum's Facebook page here. It says, new report. Witnesses say Nolan Wells had been drinking heavily before choosing to stay behind on Horn Island with, quote, an unknown female. According to ABC News.
Now, see, some people say the unknown female. Some people say the Katie girl. So we still haven't gotten that aspect of the story straight. It can't get reported straight either direction. I thought it was somebody named Katie. Now it's an unknown female. So this nigga was just on the island just freaking. He was drunk, coked out, and just freaking everything. He was the only one. Cocaine crazed Negro. Wasn't that a thing back in the day?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a thing back in the day, wasn't it? Cocaine crazed Negroes jumping on white women. Sound like a familiar story.
Document sent to the Mississippi Department of Marine Resources on July 5th, the day after July 4th, for those that don't know, stated that witnesses told investigators Nolan had been drinking before he disappeared and chose to remain on Horn Island after his friends left. Now that and this next paragraph here are going to completely debunk the entire bullshit phone call, the CETO call that was AI doctored by a lesbian in Texas yesterday that blew up the internet. TMZ is also reporting, citing sources with direct knowledge of the investigation. They sound important to me. They sound more legit than all the bullshit the culture has been floating around here as factual information.
So the culture is black people. So that's his little code word and coded language for black people. The culture.
Continuing.
I guess he can't use that for white people. What am I thinking?
The authorities have evidence Nolan was on the island after the boat departed. Those sources claim at least 2 witnesses interviewed by law enforcement said they saw Nolan after his friends headed back toward the mainland.
Okay, so he was on an island full of hundreds of people, and only 2 people say they saw him after the boat left, which means they saw the boat leave. They know which boat he was on, and they saw him after the boat left. Now, what time was this? Because I thought everybody's phone was on their boat. So how you walking around with a watch? I don't know what's going on. There's so much weird information, floating.
And all these people out there taking pictures as well.
Yeah.
So he ain't accidentally got caught in nobody picture out there.
He ain't in nobody frame.
For the timestamp. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, all of these teenagers on this island, and nobody was taking pictures.
Right.
Yeah, that's suspect.
Very suspect.
Boom goes the racist narrative right there. Nolan was alive when he left the island. Everybody should apologize to the white boys.
He was alive when he left the island. That's what he said, right? Okay.
It's crazy.
And hope and pray and beg them not to sue them for false information. All those racist content creators should be jumping in front of their phone just like I am right now, hitting that record button. Except I don't have to apologize because I never spreaded a damn lie.
You spread it a lie because you said he drowned day 1, like the sheriff. But let me just go ahead and say something to Mr. Edwards here, just to show you how backwards and fucking ridiculous you motherfuckers are down there. Where is it cool to go buy a minor alcohol, proceed to watch that minor get drunk off the alcohol, because Nolan's not 21. I would need to see a video of him going in the store and purchasing alcohol as to how he got so drunk. I have seen a video of him getting on the back of a boat with some grown-looking motherfuckers reaching in the cooler. So where is it cool for grown people to go out, give kids alcohol, minors alcohol, under 21 minors alcohol? Where is it cool for friends to go give a minor alcohol? And y'all could all be minors. You cannot leave your drunk homeboy nowhere and not expect any kind of repercussion. And he died. He chose to stay back. You're supposed to fight a drunk motherfucker to go back with you. You're not supposed to let somebody who's, visibly intoxicated stay anywhere if they came with you.
Right.
Obviously, he's not in his right mind. So he's making a decision, maybe not in duress, but he's not making a wise, rational decision if he's disintegrated. So there's nowhere you can go as an adult and feed kids liquor and beer and expect that that's not a crime. That's a crime in itself, especially if something happens to him. If he did drown and they find out he was getting beer from your grown black ass, guess what? You going down.
Here go another one, Mike. Why ain't nobody getting a DUI?
Ain't nobody got no DUIs.
DWI, none of that.
Nothing. Boating under intoxicated, boating while intoxicated, driving while intoxicated. You got minors out at this island in the middle of the water. You ain't got no police presence. This is on federal land. You ain't got no Coast Guard presence out there coming through to monitor the situation. It's just a big free-for-all of illegal shit. So, to be honest, they was probably out there smashing on young girls and everything else, them grown motherfuckers. Getting them drunk and taking them back to the land and smashing them. No telling what they was doing. And is no oversight. So Clay Edwards is still not cool. If he was drunk, somebody brought the alcohol. Now, who was the member of the group that was 21? It was one. We do know that. So who bought the alcohol? your boy Warren on the Officer Tatum interview, yeah, we went and took the boat and got it loaded down with ice and all of that. What you need all this ice for? Kool-Aid? Hawaiian Punch? Y'all got some Little Caesars $5 pizzas and went out there and just had a little pizza party? Yeah, you get the boat loaded down with ice. But not Jason, what's the nigga name? Brandon Tatum won't even challenge you on that. Won't even push back on that. And we supposed to believe this nigga? Like, really?
Right.
Yeah, we ain't supposed to believe. We don't believe nothing that nigga talking about, bro. And he gonna get caught up in this. He's probably gonna go down behind this. Once the truth starts coming out, I really believe right now, I wouldn't be surprised if some kind of obstruction of justice is happening right now, because you talking to witnesses that ain't talking to the police. You're going to take the name to the police. Why hasn't the police already got the name before you got the interview?
Right.
Because they're not conducting a proper investigation. But Clay, if I catch you around any of my kids giving them liquor since y'all think it's okay, it's going to be a whole nother set of circumstances. These people are sick, bro. They're crazy.
Yeah.
They're crazy. That lady, Jeanette Brantley, Jeanette, I don't know what you did with that audio file. I didn't hear all that shit in the background. I'm not even going to lie to you. The call was weird, but I didn't hear all that stuff that's been floating around. Nancy Grace, TMZ. It's a lot of violators out here that's putting out misinformation and disinformation, and they're doing it on purpose. TMZ is garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to lose their credibility behind this. Well, they've already lost their credibility. They should have lost it a long time ago.
Right.
They should have lost that back with the Kobe death.
Oh, yeah, that was very disrespectful with that.
Yeah, horrible, disrespectful. Totally disrespectful.
I predicted the results. Now, we still got to find out what led to his drowning. I think the toxicology report will give us a big peek into that.
He hasn't even got the autopsy, and everybody's still on that drowning shit. So is drowning misinformation, disinformation? Yes, because nobody knows. They don't have the kid's throat. They don't have the kid's lungs. And if you know about that shit before his family know about it, that's a problem. If a radio host knows about it before the family knows about it, that's a problem. I'll say this. Y'all can sit up and laugh and smirk and grin all y'all want to. Y'all take y'all ass out to Horn Island next year. Water holds memory. So which one of you is it going to be?
Water definitely holds memory. Oh, yeah.
Water holds memory. Y'all want to blame the Gulf. Oh, how you going to arrest the Gulf and blah, 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 this and that. Ask these motherfuckers about Lake Lanier up here.
Right.
Right. Y'all think it's a game. So who is it going to be next year at Horn Island? It's going to be you or your kid. That's what you guys need to ask yourself while you guys are smirking and gloating over this.
And also, like we were talking about before, how powerful, how sacred MISSISSIPPI, crickle is the reason why they say it like that too. But that landmass there in the Mississippian American Indian culture is very, very esoteric and powerful. Y'all need to know that. Y'all need to live that lifestyle like right now.
Yes. Hey, look, I'm from the Mississippian culture. We were talking about that the other night. That's where my folks from. The Mississippian culture. That's all of that Gulf Coast area. All the way up to the Ohio Valley, the Ohio River Valley, all the way down near to Texas, Oklahoma. So yeah, you're definitely right. So I wanna look at this one real quick because Brandon Tatum has just come out with this, and I think this is horrible. I think this is terrible. I think this is classless to say. And if somebody is sharing the toxicology report with Brandon Tatum before the family has the toxicology report or the grand jury. So keep in mind, the DA, Angel McElrath, she said that everything was sealed, waiting for the grand jury. That means the autopsy, toxicology, phone records, anything that's been gathered up to this point by the Jackson County Sheriff's Department or whoever is in charge of the Jackson County DA office right now. So how does Officer Tatum come out, like a couple of days ago, saying that he has all of this proof? I want y'all to hear this and just tell me what you think about this, because this is insane to me.
But people are messaging me and telling me that there is heavy drinking and there's cocaine involved. And there's a particular person whom I know this person's name. I'm not going to disclose it. I'm going to go to the police first, and then I will disclose it if it doesn't interfere in the investigation. But this person allegedly was offering people cocaine, and someone close to Nolan, one of his friends, told me that this person was offered cocaine and rejected it from this person.
So you notice another common theme, recurring theme through this whole thing is everybody's like Nolan was fucking Chris Farley or some damn body. Like he was doing all the drinking, he was doing all the hoeing, he was doing all the drugs. It was just Nolan. I ain't do nothing. Nolan did everything.
Good little boys, just having a good time.
Yeah, we were just having a good time. But the fucking star athlete is out here living like John Candy or Chris Farley or somebody. He just a coke machine. He must be Michael Irvin out this motherfucker. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. I'm not saying that athletes don't do drugs, but it's funny that most people that don't do coke don't hang out with people that do coke.
It's an island full of white folks.
Yeah.
And the person who decided to do the coke was the black guy.
Right. He the one who brought the coke and did the coke.
Yeah.
So he didn't take his phone to get the bitch number, but he took his cocaine in the water, in the bag, to get to the island to do coke. The coke was on somebody's boat. But it's the same story as it is with us anyway. We don't own boats and planes, but we get locked up for all the coke. It's the same shit. So I think people's lack of accountability, we know these people are not accountable and they don't ever want to be held accountable for their actions. But it's just funny that everybody can isolate themselves from this man's behavior that day. And his parents don't even have any record of this man behaving this way. So usually when you got a little cokehead teenager, you know you got a cokehead teenager. A little alcoholic teenager. He ain't got nobody pregnant. He ain't got no babies on the way, but this man is the biggest whore, coke, freak, alcoholic out there. And he got to go to football tryouts on Monday. Wake up, guys. Wake up. Just listen.
And I was also told, and this person told me that it's over 100% chance that Nolan was using cocaine during this period of time. This person said it was 150% sure that when the toxicology comes back, that Nolan will have cocaine in his system.
Hey, y'all.
100% sure. 150% sure that when the toxicology comes back, he'll have cocaine in the system. So you 1.5 times sure, not just 1 time sure. You 1.5 times sure he's going to have cocaine in his system.
Setting up the narrative.
Yeah. And I guarantee you it was that little mixed dude that said it. The little weird dude, he's weird. Tristan, I would say this, bro. the way you acting like you want to get framed for this shit. At the end of the day, like your name never came up on no days. You weren't on any boats that came with him. You left before him. You just knew the guy from school, but you've been out talking about what happened and what didn't happen and what's lies and what's not lies. First of all, you don't know what a lie is if you don't know the truth. So whenever somebody steps up and tells me what's a lie, what's a lie, what's a lie, and they keep telling me it's a lie, then you know the truth. What do you have to measure that up against to say it's not true? Unless you know the truth. So somebody's paying you to run cover right now till they done with you. White supremacy, they break their tools when they're finished using them. So I think Officer Tatum is probably going to find that out, and a lot of other people going to find that out. This ain't Texas. This ain't nowhere where you from, bro. This is Mississippi. You about to see. I bet you won't go out to Horn Island on a boat with the motherfuckers next year.
Oh, he definitely would not.
Exactly. He probably one of them niggas who can't swim. He probably the stereotypical nigga.
right.
And the little mixed nigga, the Trayston dude, you got the worst of both. And they got a little dick and sickle cell. Ron, you got the worst of both. I want to talk about friends. Excuse me. So this is a book by a young, old man. He's gone now. You ever heard of Neely Fuller Jr.?
Yes, indeed.
Neely Fuller Jr. This book is the United Independent Compensatory Code System Concept. It's a compensatory, counter-racist, codified word guide. Okay? This is basically a dictionary for black folks in the United States of America. These are the words that get used that we need to have different definitions of these words. And I was looking up the word friend because Nolan had more best friends than anybody I know, anybody I've ever heard of. You know, it's almost like these kids don't even understand the meaning of the word friend. Black kids, black children, black adults who thirsty and needy and need friends and all of that. You need to listen to this. So the word friend, according to Neely Fuller, it says use this word with caution. Use the word associate to apply to any person, white or non-white, with whom you interact in any manner in any area of activity. Economics, education, entertainment, labor, law, politics, religion, sex, and war. I added technology to that. This was a little bit after his time, but I added technology to that list as well, because that's another realm of battle that we're having to fight in as well, in the technological realm. When others use this word, ask for a detailed explanation that you can easily understand. So if somebody uses the word friend, ask questions. What exactly is a friend? What exactly are the qualifications for friendship? Is there any way to prove friendship other than by producing justice and correctness between and among all people, all creatures, and all things? During the existence of white supremacy, i.e. racism, how can a white person qualify for friendship with a non-white person without speaking and acting effectively to replace white supremacy with justice? Can a white supremacist be a friend to any person who is not a white supremacist and or to any person who is not white? These are the definitions we need to teach our children. Teach them what a friend is.
Right.
Somebody that could take the system of injustice and replace that system with justice for you. Nolan's friends, so-called friends, I'll say associates, right? Nolan's associates, that's exactly what they are, because nobody wants justice for Nolan in his death. All they want is cover and protection for them.
Yeah.
And that's the white supremacist way. Look at Mississippi. The Attorney General, I forgot her name, Lynn something. Attorney General of Mississippi came out the day before yesterday, I believe, saying that law enforcement is being intimidated while investigating the case. And she states that her office is going to prosecute these vigorously. They're going to take these cases seriously. And anybody caught intimidating law enforcement is going to face the full arm of the law under her. My question is this, Lynn. If your enforcement arm is the arm that's being intimidated, how are all these arrests going to get made?
Yeah.
Are you calling for the feds to come in and help you? And I do believe that's the playbook. These people will sit up and talk about race wars and doing all of this shit. And when they're doing that, they're not expecting that they have to pony up any money. They're expecting the federal government to finance this race war.
Right. And, you know, also to add to that, to what you were talking about before, in my belief system, hate is something you're born with, it's not taught. So I believe these people, these white eyes, these associates, this is something they're born with. This is innately within them. And yes, the environment, the parents, the household teaches that, but they are born with this. Look how natural they are with hiding and covering and treating Nolan like this. This is something that can't be taught. This is just who a lot of them are, if not all of them. So
Right.
hate to me and racism is something you're born with, not taught.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. It's innate in certain people. And that will lead back to Francis Cress Welsing's assertion, is that it's a need for genetic survival. It's almost an animal instinct.
Facts.
It's almost an animalistic instinct. Nearly Fuller also says this, and I'm a fool. I'm going to embrace this fully because it makes sense. The whole concept of race, the whole reason there's a concept of race is to practice racism.
Right.
I'm black. I should be practicing racism.
Right.
White people, they should be practicing racism. If that's why you're claiming to be a race. Or
Well, yeah, they have a PhD in it. We still in elementary school with this subject that you're talking about. That's why I say you gotta bang your set who you be. If people say where you from, what you claim, I'm gonna say America to infinity and beyond. All this other people talking about this mess that we talked about before, right? Nah. But that's what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm 1,000% American. Ain't from nowhere else. They can't say the same. This case is gonna try us, bro. I don't think it's gonna get any better. A lot of people are already very mentally tied up in it. A lot of people are already crashing out behind it. I think it's only gonna get worse because these people are gonna stop at nothing to get their way and have their way. And I don't think that they're above resorting to violence.
Right.
Small scale. Whatever Mississippi can afford. I know Mississippi got some riders, man, but you got some people out there, man, that's pretty, you know, they pretty bad, man. They pretty bad. Trayston Shepard, the disrespect you showed to Nolan's mom by, you know, calling her a liar, by hiding what you know. And we can say you're hiding something. We know you're hiding something. All of these guys are hiding something. They either know who did it or they know more about the circumstances surrounding it than they're leading on.
Right.
Hey, guys, Any closing thoughts on this?
I mean, this has been a good podcast here. Like I said, hate, racism, whatever peopleism, this ism, that is something you're born with. It's not taught. That needs to be looked at again, like very clearly. The folks from Mississippi, the folks from wherever in this country, so-called country, we are not of African descent. We are not genetically African. If y'all want to be strung up on a tree and have the white fist beat you, you gonna say Toby. I want to see who I am. So all these other people, these three-letter words, talking about they American, but they still are African. Fuck you. I'm sorry to say it like that, but this gets me mad because we got this kind of shit going on. You get these fucking idiots talking about they this, and it contradicts the whole purpose of everything in our whole existence. It's very disrespectful to our ancestors. But it's been good. It's been good.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's good to have you back too, man. Thank you for coming. Go ahead, Tommy. You got something in the closing?
Nah, man. It's just gonna be interesting to see where this go. I'm pretty sure we ain't done with the funny shit. I'm pretty sure they gonna pull out some more tricks because it's some good old boys involved in here. So they ain't exactly trying to let they seeds go down for none of this. So it's gonna be interesting, man. So I know you're gonna stay on their ass.
I'm gonna stay on their ass, and I'll say this: we got our good old boys too. So we'll see. We'll see you. You know what I mean? We'll see you. Man, I appreciate you fellas for joining, man.
Show good night.
Tommy D. Lado Esta Fria Lamar. I think I said it right.
I'm gonna stick with Westside.
I think that's Westside in Spanish, so I think we good. Westside, man, appreciate you, bro. Tommy D, I appreciate y'all, man.
Yeah, good seeing you again, Westside.
All right, peace. We'll see y'all next time. All right, family. This your boy Big Mike, man. I appreciate y'all for joining the Big Mike drop once again. We'll be back, man. We're gonna stick on this case. I want to talk tomorrow about the social media content creators and the possibilities of lawsuits. There's a couple of things I'm looking at right now. We're doing a little research. I got Tommy and Westside doing some research for me on these things, and once we get those answers, we'll be back with you, man. I appreciate y'all for joining. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and share. If you're catching us on the replay, subscribe, share. This your boy Big Mike. Been another episode of the Mic Drop. We out.